EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Younghoe Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Herbert. That one complete to Joe Reed. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Try! And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big run there by Gurley, 42 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On first and goal, Gurley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Ryan. And it's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he's got it the star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Well, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They were a little too excited to get the football touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Will give this one to Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Gets this one to Hill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And taken all the way up near the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Gurley. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Todd Gurley.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. The 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
For Falcons 7, Chargers nothing.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Ty Long set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 18-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Up for the extra point.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 18-yard line.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
9-yard line.
Here's Gurley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot because
it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brandon Faison. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 41, Ryan. Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. On first down, it's Gurley. And so Tom Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Tom Gurley. 6 yards. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 14.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one pick.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Michael Badgley lining up for the...
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Well, this will make it into the end zone. Ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Oh, man, open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
At the 14-yard line.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Ryan. And be intercepted. Picked off by the Sear Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 73 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else will flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team.